record?
Joseph Tuzman.
What is your occupation?
I am the owner and chief instructor here at Velocity ATA Martial Arts.
Why did you start Velocity ATA?
Well, I wanted to be able to affect the community and the people around me, and I thought if I can teach life skills and teach people how to protect themselves, it would be an awesome thing. But really what it stems from is me playing sports when I was in high school. I played basketball, and I had my grandmother. She was an important person in my life. She built me a basketball court in my backyard. And because that was an attractive thing, having a full court basketball court in the backyard, we have lots of people come around and wanting to play. So as a kid, being a teenager and playing high school sports, being an athlete and things like that, kids around the neighborhood would come over and want to learn to play. So I would take time with them. I just wanted to play basketball myself, but I would take time with them, and they loved coming over because I had the patience and the time to spend and teach them how to shoot the basketball correctly, give them drills, how to dribble the ball. And I always think back to those times, having kids come into my neighborhood before I was ever a martial arts instructor. And now I can do the same things for kids just through a different avenue, which is martial arts. Teach them how to be better people with courtesy, discipline, focus, the same way I did as a kid unknowingly. Just teaching them how to play basketball has now taught me what I want to do for a living, which is affect kids and change the way that people think, whether it's building confidence in them, whether it's building discipline. Keep those legs straight.
How did you get the name Velocity?
Well, that actually comes from my faith. I had to search deeply for who I wanted to be as a school, how that name would reflect me and the students that we have here at the school. I knew that martial arts had to be part of it. It had to be something martial arts based, but also I wanted it to represent me as a person. I am a member of the Velocity Cleveland Church. And when I thought about it, who am I? I'm mainly martial arts, faith-based person. I thought, okay, let me just combine these two. That's where it was kind of birthed to be Velocity ATA Martial Arts.
What is the purpose of Velocity ATA?
To try to create people that can learn to defend themselves, but also to create people that good set of standards within themselves. To have an open mindset, to be able to move into their future lives, knowing that the life skills and the martial arts and the discipline and the courtesy have affected them. I have had students that have come in not being able to do any other sport, basketball, football, baseball, any of that, and they come in and they realize that martial arts is something that they can do, that not only can they do it, but I've raised a student to go from not being able to be part of other sports to be part of this sport, to become an instructor. And this specific person got the Grandmaster Lee scholarship for college. Now she currently is she's going to college and she's taking class, and I'm kind of encouraging her to start her own club. But we'll see where that goes. We've had other students that have come in and they've been told by their teachers at school that they can't pay attention, that they have too much hyperactivity, and coming in here and seeing just the pure structure of how we operate and learning how structure works, and they see their kid here following that structure, standing tall like a future black belt would stand, being able to follow directions because they understand the structure. Every class they come in, it's A, B, C, D, and they follow that pattern and they're successful with it.
We've talked about a lot here, and I appreciate your time. One of the last questions I'm going to ask you is, what inspires you to get out of bed? You've been doing this for over 10 years now. What keeps that going? And in regards to keeping the story Velocity ATA going?
The training first. You always try to think about your personal training, and if you train yourself, whether it's through the physical workout of training in martial arts, whether it's the personal triumph of getting goals accomplished, things like that. We have that kind of set up with us personally to try to train and become better people along the way. But then also how you train and how you love martial arts first, it's going to spill over to other people. So then that's where the real joy comes in. When I get to come in here and every single day, 4 or 5 hours a day, I get to teach tigers from 4 to 6 years old, which that's where a lot of my joy comes from. When I see a child come in here and they jump up and down and they go, yes, finally we get to break that board, or yes, I get to do sparring today. That, and then they not only have that, but they have their own triumphs within that. They get to see their success in winning point sparring matches, to their success in becoming, sparring champ of the day, whatever that is, to where we get the older kids, which is the Karate for Kids class, 7 to 12-year-old group, and you get to see them with the social aspect. They come in here every day, they see their friends, they love that. And then, of course, they get to challenge themselves as well. And then we go into our teenage and adult class, and you get to see how that works out for them, because they get the social aspect, but then they also have all those stresses from homework. They get the stresses from bullying in school, or whatever their stresses come from, and you get to see them get loose and freer because they got a good workout. They left their problems at the door and they can come in and just have fun. So those types of things, when you ask me why do I come here every single day, and those are the main reasons. And you get to see how that pumps you up. That makes you want to come in the next day and do it all over again.